I feel like this. Don't jump on mine as if it's the worst thing in the world when another one is poorly executed.
Are you talking to me?
Did exactly what he wanted.
Like, don't you have any integrity?
He was happy with it. I'm fine.
It's not about what they're happy with, it's about what the judges are happy
Listen,
with.
dude, I'm done with it.
Dude, you've been done.
I'm still here.
For what?
see.
Why? Because you just want to be a asshole.
You're right.
Then why the would you be in this competition,
I'm here.
bone face?
Why do you look 50 and you're 24?
What? What did you say? Go yourself, you piece of
Your
Listen,
work.
that you would
Listen.
say.
What is up, guys? This is your boy Superior Simmer, and today I have more information regarding The Sims 4 and The Sims 5, quote unquote. If you guys like news, updates, and discussions, please hit the sub button. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. And please remember to turn on your post notifications so you guys know when I upload videos. And of course, I do have an affiliate link with Instant Gaming, so if you guys want to get cheaper Sims packs, link is in the description. A lot of the EPs that came out recently are at a cheaper discounted price, so you're getting like For Rent for $20, Growing Together for like $20. A lot of them are game pack prices, which I feel like is justified for the price. So again, guys, use my link in the description. You guys will be saving money. Without further ado, let's get into the bullshit. Okay, so heading on over to Twitter, shout out to the Sims community. They posted this article talking about the future of the Sims, more specifically The Sims 5. Now, there's been a bunch of information about The Sims 4 in general, which I will talk about in a separate video. I might talk about it in this video depending on how long this will go, but I might have to make a separate video because I want to talk about this. And again, if you guys want to read this yourselves, I will leave the article in the link in the description. I'm reading this off the Sims community's website, but they also did link the article as well, so I'll leave both in the description. Now, the title says The Sims 5 isn't happening. It says instead expect a multiplayer experience and new enhanced ways of playing The Sims 4. According to an exclusive press interview, EA doesn't plan to halt the production of The Sims 4 and get ready for the next title and the new generation of DLC. The EA vice president and general manager for The Sims franchise, Kate Gorgman, revealed to Variety today about the future that they have for The Sims 5 and how they exactly define the next Sims game, actually transforming and enhancing from an already existing Sims 4 game into new experience. The Sims 5 isn't happening. EA stated with Project Renee and the next experiences for The Sims, they plan to expand the way you play The Sims 4 but never replace it, nor the DLC progress and all the possibilities you've explored so far in your saved games. Instead, the next experience will add on top of the Sims 4 experience and be possible to be their own standalone experience. EA's vice president and general manager of the Sims franchise, Kate Gorgman, told Variety the main reason behind the decision to not publish a 5th edition of the game was the concerned players that are more than 80 million worldwide per EA would have started all over again after a decade's worth of gameplay in the existing Sims 4. The way to think about it is historically the Sims franchise is starting with the Sims 1, then the Sims 2, 3, and 4, and they were seen as replacements for the previous products, Gorgman said. What we're really working on with our community on this is a new era of The Sims. We're not going to be working on replacements of previous projects. We're only going to be adding to our universe. With that, you'll see that there are more ways to experience The Sims on different platforms, different ways to play, transmedia, and lots of great offerings within this universe. So absolutely, we're still continuing to support The Sims 4 more than ever. Still continue to deliver expansion packs and updates and fixes. But what this is to say is the way we're going to do things going forward is a little different. And it's really exciting, and it's really the most expansive iteration of The Sims yet. For clearly, when asked specifically if there will not be a Sims 5, Gorman added, it's not The Sims 5 as a replacement for 4. What this means is that we'll continue to bring HD simulation experience and what people want from a 5, but it doesn't mean that we're going to start you over, reset all your progress, and really feel like we're going to lose all that amazing play you put in 4. I think as we think about the future of it, we want you to continue all those families and generations. Those creations are your progress, your attachment. We don't want to reset your progress. And so it's not about as much of what numbers are in the games, but know that the future of the franchise looks more like keeping your progress, keeping things across titles, and really having an ongoing experience and not a start and stop experience between products. Again, there's been a lot of information that came out today for like just the Sims IP itself, so that might have to be a separate video to cover because I don't want this video to be too long. I know the reading was just a lot, and again, I'm gonna have timestamps so you guys can skip all that if you guys want to get to my thoughts and opinions. And of course, guys, comment down below because I want to know your guys' thoughts and opinions on this. Now, to be fair, this is not really a surprise because it did say that Project Renee was going to run alongside with The Sims 4. Now, this is going to be confusing when I say this, but I think a lot of people, including myself, were under the impressions that Project Renee was going to be kind of like the next installment to The Sims 4. Not necessarily like The Sims 5, because I feel like that's what they would have called it, but obviously like an upgrade. Now, reading this article, they do say that it is supposed to kind of be like a leap from The Sims 4, but it's not supposed to replace like Sims 4, Sims 2, Sims 3 gameplay. Now, I've seen a lot of rumors. I've seen some people, you know, messaging me like, hey, bro, like, you know, there's been signs that like the Sims 5 is canceled. So reading all this kind of makes sense. Again, if you guys don't remember, one of the gurus, Grant Roderick, he had the lead role on Project Renee, so he was overseeing everything. He ended up leaving, and again, like anyone who's smart enough who can read between the lines know what he was trying to say. He felt like he wasn't being challenged when he was working on Project Renee. He said there's so many different types of tools that he wanted to use to kind of expand on the genre and take it to like new heights, new levels, and he felt like he couldn't do that. I feel like the telltale signs were kind of like obviously there from the jump. If you listen to the Second Life podcast, Lindsay Pearson also talked about Project Renee and said how it was supposed to be like this multiplayer experience, but not like a full-blown MMO, but something where you can kind of like invent like your friends to come play and stuff. But it's also still supposed to have like that single player experience like the other Sims games. But yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I feel like this is a really, really bad move. Like, I feel like we're watching the Sims franchise die in real time, which is crazy to me, because like looking at all the other competition like Paralives, inZOI, even Life by You, yes, it is canceled now, but you can still tell each of those games has so much passion behind it, and they're trying to, you know, take what they've seen with like the Sims 3, for example, because again, I feel like objectively the Sims 3 is the best game out of like all the Sims games, just in terms of gameplay. Everyone is taking that formula and trying to expand on it. I honestly think this is the wrong move. I think this is how you kill a franchise, and it's really, really unfortunate, because I was hoping with the next Sims game it was going to be something that was going to blow all the competition out the water, something that was going to kind of go back to its roots, but again, give us something new. And again, I can't speak for myself because I know a bunch of Sim lawyers are going to be in the comments, but I feel like a lot of people, or at least for me, I'm ready to move on. I think The Sims 4 has definitely overstayed its welcome. And listen, if that's what you like and you don't want to play another Sims game, you don't want a new Sims game, that is fine. I'm not like faulting anybody for that, but I think objectively The Sims 4 is the worst game out of all the other Sims games. It's not a bad Sims game, but it's not better than the other versions. It's taking previous features and ideas from previous packs and made this like watered down version. Like, it doesn't even compare to the previous packs. And I feel like The Sims 4 in a lot of ways is a step back. I've said this so many times. I feel like a lot of people are ready for something new. I feel like the people who obviously are excited for this are people who invested money and time into the game. Again, just like any other Sims game, you don't have to stop playing the previous one, but I understand like why people don't want like a Sims 5 right now, because again, they spent so much money on the Sims 4. But these are the same people who have not played Sims 2, who have not played Sims 3. They don't understand like what a good Sims game is because they've only played 4. And again, if anyone wants to debate that in the comments, I got nothing but time. But you're only eligible to debate if you played the previous games. So again, like, there is no debate, because no one who's played the previous games are gonna sit here and say that The Sims 4 is better than The Sims 3. You are coping, bro. Like, you are a lizard. Like, that's the only way you could justify that. You are a lizard. Like, there's just no way. Now, looking at the comments to this, because I'm seeing a lot of people have very different opinions, which I love to see. There's so many different perspectives on this whole thing. Looking at this first comment here by Jalapeno Hannah, says my game has not functioned properly in a long time, and I had to quit playing with the intention to start fresh and play again when The Sims 5 came out. So this is very disappointing. I feel like that's another big thing too that I don't really talk about, but it is facts. The Sims 4 is not a functioning game. Like, it's very much a broken mess. And I've seen a lot of people say they had to stop playing because like they just couldn't play. We have another comment here by, I think, Indy. I could be saying that wrong. They said they created an issue no one had. We start from scratch with every iteration of The Sims just fine, and the only reason it would have been more devastating for the hypothetical Sims 5 is because they've been milking The Sims 4 for too long, at the point where it can't handle all that it's got. I think that's a valid point as well. Again, I just feel like just off gameplay alone, the engine is pretty bad, but then you have all these base game issues, and then you have like pack issues, and then you get new packs on top of old packs with new problems. It just is a never-ending cycle. Another comment here by Plastic Claus, who says, and that's how you kill a franchise. Goodbye everyone, we had a good run. Honestly, I really feel like this is it. I feel like this, like, there's no way, you cannot tell me when inZOI and Paralives drops that people are not going to run to those games. Another comment here by JC Moore. She says, I don't really know how to feel about this. I mean, on the one hand, it means all the money that has gone into The Sims 4 isn't going to go to waste. But on the other hand, The Sims 4 is a total wreck and needs a complete revamping to fix all the bugs. We have another comment here by Holloway Simmer. He says, The Sims 4 is running on a 10-year-old engine. I don't see how they can keep it going indefinitely while continuing to add DLC. at some point it's going to break. I'm so confused. I don't like this at all. So this is the spinoff of The Sims 4 on online mode. I don't get it. And I've seen a few of you guys also say with the whole online stuff, you're not really into that. So I don't really know who this is supposed to target. I guess it must be like the Gen Z kids. Again, I'm not bashing the online for The Sims. Like, I know there's been online versions of like Sims games, but I feel like, again, I don't know if this is like the right direction. I feel like they need to be focusing on giving us like just traditional Sims gameplay, because that's been lacking for like a while. Not to say they haven't improved on it, but I feel like they need to go back to their roots. I don't really know what this online shit is about. We have this other comment here by Mirror. I guess they're just giving up instead of trying to compete with inZOI and Paralives. Honestly, from what it sounds like with the whole grant situation, I feel like a lot of people on the Sims team want to give us like a really fun Sims game. I feel like the higher ups who just don't know what Sims is like pushing for this bullshit. I feel like the Sims team is suffering in silence, bro. I feel like they want to give us like a true fun Sims game. It's the higher ups who just want like this type of bullshit. There's another comment here by Concept of a Plan. She said, I may be in the minority, but I kind of like this. I'm not trying to start over. That's actually madness when you think about it. Listen, I understand that people are tired of doing the same shit over and over. The Sims 4 is not a game you want to stop at. This is not like, you should have done this with the Sims 3. And then you just have other tweets here by like Eternal S, and she says, well, bye, Sims has been a good quarter of a century. Like people are like, all right, bet, like I'm done. It's really down to personal opinion. I'm not gonna sit here and say like everyone is mad about this. There's some people who are happy with this. It really just comes down to your personal preference. I am very curious to see what you guys think. I feel like I know what you guys are going to say, but again, this channel is all about sharing different opinions. So again, I really want to know what you guys think about this. But yeah, with that being said, this is all the information for today. If you guys made it to the end of this video, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching. This has been your boy Superior Simmer. Stay cool, stay awesome, stay simming, and have a good day.